Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel Avila reporting from Dallas County, and who's here with me today? Who is here?
Hey, hey guys, it's
What
Hanyou.
are we talking about today, Hanyou?
Honestly, I do not remember. It's been so long. Sorry for the long wait, guys.
It's we're talking about the WoW signal. Oh, also today we're recording this on Veterans Day. Hooray! Isn't that great?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm also actually isn't Veterans Day technically tomorrow?
Is it? I mean, it might be.
Yes, technically it's tomorrow. Today is the precursor of Veterans
Oh,
Day.
yeah, today's the Veterans Day substitute that allows people to get
Yeah.
like a day off. I didn't get a day off. I had to work today. But let's see. All right, so let's talk about aliens. Ready to talk about aliens?
Yes.
You know, like those little green guys who might be out there trying to send us a cosmic text message. So back in the day, these scientists at Cornell University were like, "Hey, if aliens are trying to reach us, they're probably texting on the universal hotline, which is hydrogen radio signals at 1,420 megahertz." Because you know everyone loves hydrogen. It's like the emoji of the universe, am I right? So we fast forward to 1973, and Ohio State University was like, we're gonna find those aliens. They turned their Big Ear Radio Observatory into the ultimate intergalactic phone line operator. Picture it, aliens calling in, trying to order a space pizza or ask directions to Earth. That's hilarious. But here's where it gets even funnier, folks. In 1977, there's this guy named Amon, just a regular SETI volunteer, probably wearing his tinfoil hat while sifting through data on an IBM 1130 computer. And one night,
Oh.
at 2:16 a.m., he sees this bizarre series of signals that make him drop his coffee. Now these aliens must have a good sense of humor because they left us humans scratching our heads, and so yeah, that's what's happened. So the string was 6EQUJ5, commonly misinterpreted as a message encoded on a radio in the radio signal, represents in fact the signal's intensity variation over time, expressed in the particular measuring system adopted for the experiment. Now the signal itself appeared to be an unmodulated continuous wave, although any modulation with a period of less than 10 seconds or longer than 72 seconds would not have been detectable. So there's that. So um, now the signal intensity was measured as signal to noise ratio, with the noise or baseline averaged over the previous few minutes. Now the signal was sampled for 10 seconds and processed by the computer, which took 2 seconds. The result of which each frequency channel was output on the printout as a single alphanumeric character representing the 10-second average intensity minus the baseline, expressed in dimensionless multiple of signal standard deviation. I've been reading the non-joke version. Anyone want to? I want to read the joke version
Hmm.
so we can all laugh.
Yeah.
so, uh, so they're using this funky scale where space means it's as dull as space itself, base level, and but if it's between 1 and 9, they're like, okay, aliens, you're turning up the volume. And when it hits 10 and beyond, they're throwing letters into the mix, like A for awesome. The wow signal was like an alien rock concert hitting a U for you gotta hear this. It's 30 times louder than your grandma's vacuum cleaner. Now that's a lot better. I like that. Um, what?
I said wow.
Yeah. So what do you think it is? What do you think this wow signal is? Speaking of wow, do you think it is aliens?
I mean, it could be aliens or any of uh could be us bouncing off of us going further out in the future.
You think so? You think it's an ancient astronaut, a time traveler thing?
Possibility.
Well, let's see. So, in 1944, Krauss, a guy named John Krauss, is all like, "Hey, I've cracked the code. the aliens are sending signals at 1,420.3556 megahertz. But wait, just a few years later, Iman steps in and goes, "Hold my space beer, John. I've got a different number. It's 1,420.4556, give or take 0.005 megahertz." They're like buddies who can't disagree on pizza toppings, am I right? Now, here's where it gets intergalactically hilarious, if it wasn't hilarious before. So, the actual hydrogen line frequency is 1,420.4058 megahertz, and that's where we expect the aliens to park their radio station. But, oh no, Eamon's number is like, "I'm going rogue, baby. It's 50, give or take 5 kilohertz higher." Now, if this was a car in the space highway, it'd be going about like 6.2 miles per second over the speed limit towards Earth. So this thing is going fast. So the reason for this cosmic mix-up is a classic case of, oops, we ordered the wrong thing. You see, they asked for a radio receiver with a local oscillator at 1,450.4056 megahertz, but the purchasing department clearly had their own space cadet moment. So they brought one with 1,450.5056 megahertz. That's like getting a pizza with pineapple when you wanted pepperoni. So Amon's like, "No worries, aliens. We'll just adjust for this cosmic pizza topping mishap." And so that's that. So they're throwing a lot of numbers around. So yeah. Let's break down the WOW signal, though. So it's like this signal, it's like it has a bandwidth smaller than a mouse trying to squeeze through a keyhole. Less than 10 kilohertz. We're talking narrow band here. It's like on a diet compared to a cosmic buffet of frequencies. But hold on a sec, this signal's like, I might be small, but I pack a punch. Its fractional bandwidth is just about 1%, which is like cosmic dieting. It's watching its spectral waistline. Now let's put this into perspective. Some astrophysical misers out there have a bandwidth of just about 1 kilohertz, making them look like they're on a radio diet plan. And modern narrowband SETI searches, they're sitting through frequencies with the precision of a surgeon down to about 1 hertz. It's like they're going for the tiniest needle in the cosmic haystack. But here comes the big ear telescope, like the interstellar DJ with a receiver that can measure not 1, not 2, but 50 10 kilohertz wide channels. It's like having to have 50 radio stations turned on at once, hoping one of them plays your favorite cosmic hits. And what does it do? It splits these columns into the amphimorphic intensity values. It's like trying to send us a secret alien crossword puzzle. But guess what? The WOW signal, it's a diva, folks. It pretty much hogs one column all to itself. It's like saying, "This is my moment, people. Move over." So what do we think about this whole thing? About the big ear and the WOW signal and the intensity and all that kind of thing? Is it pointing more towards aliens?
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, we don't know who's actually using the original signal that we're getting. We're just receiving it.
Yeah, we are just receiving it. So you're still more for like future human type deal. Is that still your theory?
Yes.
Okay. So so now picture this, right? You're at a cosmic buffet. You got this limited observation window. You can only stare at your favorite dish for about 72 seconds before it spins away into the galaxy's dessert section. It's like trying to watch your favorite TV show, but your remote only has a channel up button. So here's the deal. If aliens are playing a non-stop radio show for us, it'd be like tuning in for 72 seconds. Not a second more, not a second less. And as the big ear swept across the cosmic radio dial, you would expect the signal to go, "Alright, let's crank up the volume for the first 36 seconds, peak in the middle, and then slowly fade away as the telescope moonwalks away from us." And guess what? That's exactly what the WOW signal did. It followed the cosmic script like a well-behaved star. It's like the universe's DJ knew the big ears moves and played along. I see your telescope, and I'm going to give you a 72-second jam you won't forget. So that's what's going on there. Now the WoW signal itself. Let's talk about the WoW signal itself. It's a shy one, and it played hard to get. It decided to pop into one ear but not out the other, like a sneaky interstellar whisper. And to make things even spicier, the scientists processed the data like they were making intergalactic spaghetti. In a way, it keeps us guessing which ear caught the signal. It's like trying to figure out which of your friends farted in an elevator when they all look innocent. Am I right? Am I right, Hanyou? That's funny, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought of it all myself. So you think, okay, let's get the signal's cosmic crib let's find out where the signal's cosmic crib is. But nope, there are two possible locations. Like the universe is playing a game of celestial hide and seek. It's got astronomers scratching their heads like, is it there or is it there? Can we get a GPS for aliens, please? Now, they did nail down the signal's declination. It's like the galactic equivalent of saying, yeah, it's definitely in the basement, not the attic. It's hanging out at about 16 degrees southeast of the galactic plane, near some cosmic landmarks. They even tried to find some nearby sun-like stars, but it's looking for a needle in an intergalactic haystack. So, that's what's going on. So, we do know that it's coming from outside of the galaxy. So, what do you think about that?
So it's coming from outside the galaxy, but we're not exactly pinpoint where it's coming from and how long does it go and go not. Like, it sometimes flashes, I'm here. Sometimes it's like, nope, you can't hear me. Right,
exactly. But we do know that it's 19 degrees southeast. So we do know that, but we don't know exactly where it's coming from. So do you think it's more? So is it more aliens still, or is it not aliens, or is it a natural thing?
I still feel like it might be us.
You still think it's us? Like, you think it's future humans?
Yes. I feel like we might be just back receiving our own signals.
Even though it's outside of Earth, like 19 degrees southeast of the galactic plane?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's actually fast forward to 2022. They were like, guess what? We found some sun-like stars in the neighborhood. One of them, to amass a lot of numbers, is just 132 light years away from where an intelligent civilization might be partying. The others are still mysterious, like the cool kids at the cosmic lunch table. So they threw their space detective hats on again and did some cosmic CSI work and went searching for the WOW signal once more. But you know what they found? You know what they found, Hanyou?
Nothing.
They found nothing! They found nothing. Zilch, nada. It's like the signal played a cosmic prank and then ghosted us. It's like searching for your lost car keys in the Bermuda Triangle. They're gone. So...
Well, that definitely describes... Notice me, senpai!
Okay. I guess so. So they've thrown around more hypotheses for this signal than you got socks in your drawer. Some folks are like, maybe it's just interstellar scintillation. You know, like when stars do the cosmic cha-cha, making them twinkle. But hold on to your tinfoil hats, because that doesn't rule out the possibility of aliens saying hi. It's like trying to figure out if your pizza delivery guy is late because of traffic or because he stopped for coffee, I guess. I don't know, that didn't make any sense. But now they cranked up the sensitivity dial with the very large array, hoping to catch the cosmic culprit. But nope, they didn't find nothing. It's like the WOW signal pulled a cosmic disappearing act. They even thought, hey, maybe it's a rotating space lighthouse, or it's doing the frequency fandango, or it's just one-time cosmic confetti cannon. It's like trying to guess what's in your mystery meat sandwich. So, Eamon, this guy again.
You don't want to guess.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to guess that. So we got Eamon back in the picture. He's all skeptical, saying, should have seen this signal again if it was real. But then he did a whole 180 and was like, okay, maybe it's not a prank from Earth, he thought. Maybe it bounced off some space junk like a cosmic game of ping pong. And then he realized the space junk needed a master's degree in acrobatics to pull it off. So there that is. And get this. The signal's at 1,420 megahertz, like the VIP section of the cosmic nightclub. Earth's not supposed to transmit there. It's like a quiet library for astronomers. But surprise, surprise, some terrestrial troublemakers decide to crash the party. Like that one person who won't stop talking in a movie theater. But in the end, Eamon's like... Eamon's like, let's not jump to conclusions. It could be like some secret military experiment, or maybe aliens just love pranking us Earthlings. Medi's president chimed in, saying, we need confirmation, folks. Without it, the wow signal's like the UFO sighting at a sci-fi convention. Lots of excitement, but not much credibility. So, there it is. What do you think it is? Do you still think it's future us?
Yeah.
Okay. But why can't we find it again?
They're probably redirecting it a different way. They're probably using a different frequency. It's just like when ships call for help. They don't just do it on one frequency. They do it on several different ones because other people use different things. So we might have caught on to it, but there's a possibility that a different alien group might have been able to hear it better and went out to help.
Mm-hmm. So but we haven't been able to find that frequency again. Like whatever new frequency they're doing. Is that right?
Well, maybe what we really heard was actually an SOS.
From who?
That was playing over, and someone in trouble, obviously.
Well, yeah, that was like 1977. I think they're gone then, because we haven't found them.
I mean, they probably got help, just not from us.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true. So, we got a plot twist on the WoW signal saga. So this professor from Florida, Antonio Paris, he's like, hey, I've cracked the code. It's not aliens, it's comets. And everyone's like, comets? Seriously? Now he's pointing fingers at two comets. 266P Christensen and 335P Gibbs. And saying they were hanging out in the same cosmic neighborhood as the WoW signal. Now here's where it gets hilarious, folks. The original Big Ear research team, those cosmic detectives, they were quick to respond like, hold up, Professor. Those comets were nowhere near the scene of the original crime at the right time. It's like accusing your cat of stealing your pizza when it was clearly napping in the sun. And then Professor Paris says, comets emit signals at those frequencies, but astronomers across the universe collectively roll their eyes and go, nope, cosmics don't play that tune, buddy. They're more like cosmic ice cream trucks with annoying jiggles, not radio stations. But the best part, the cosmic cherry on top, is when they ask, why does one beam waving at the comets look like they're old pals? And the other beam was like, comets who? It's like having a party on the left side of your house, and your right side is still like, party? What party? So, yeah, there's that. It looks like this comet theory isn't very good, though. I mean, nobody really likes that theory. So, yeah. What do you think about that plot twist?
I'm probably with everyone else. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it wasn't really much of a plot twist because they didn't really work. So, so first you got Eamon and his cosmic posse all pumped up after spotting the signal. They're like, all right, let's find that sucker again. and expected it to pop up every 3 minutes in both of the telescope's feed horns. But guess what? It was a no-show. It's like planning a surprise party for your cat, and the cat just stares at you like you're crazy, because you are crazy if you're holding a surprise party for your cat. Then you've got Robert H. Gray, who's on the signal scavenger hunt. He's like, maybe I'll find it using the meta array. But nope, nothing there. I have written here the lost your car keys in the Bermuda Triangle joke again. So I'll skip that one. Now, here comes H. Paul Shush, the signal sleuth extraordinaire, testing out some fancy signal detection software. He's like, I've got this. He aims at a 12-meter radio telescope at the WOW signal's coordinates, and what does he get? A big, fat, null result. It's like trying to catch a glimpse of Bigfoot in your backyard. Just a bunch of trees and darkness. But now Gray decides to kick it up a notch and use the very large array, the cosmic equivalent of a high-powered microscope. He's thinking, it's this time for sure, but nope, nothing again. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack the size of the football field. I said that joke already, but I used a different setting. But it's fine. Well, it's good. It's good anyway. So if that's not enough, he teams up with Simon Ellingson for a double dose of cosmic detective work. They go all the way to the University of Tasmania's Mount Pleasant Radio Observatory, probably thinking, we'll find that signal even if it's playing hide-and-seek on Mars. But after 6 14-hour observation, they discover absolutely nothing, like the WOW signal. And absolutely nothing like the WOW signal. It's like searching for the unicorn in a petting zoo. It's not gonna happen. So there that is. We can't find it no matter how much we try, especially after 6 14-hour sessions. What do you think about that? What does that mean about the WOW signal?
Well, it's gone.
It's gone. Where did it go?
I'm still maintaining it was an SOS, and someone already went and helped.
Okay.
Just like any good video game, you turn off the signal so it can stop recording SOS.
Right, you got to keep the lines clear.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in 2012, the Arecibo Observatory decided to celebrate the WOW signal's 35th birthday in style. They threw a digital party and invited some interstellar friends. They were like, hey, let's send some tweets to the stars. And they beamed a digital stream towards Hipparcos, 3451.1, 3327.7, and 4358.7, thinking maybe the aliens are on Twitter too. But wait, it gets even more cosmic. They solicited about... Yeah?
I'm pretty sure Twitter switched to X.
No one cares about that. So they decided about 10,000 Twitter messages, and guess what? There was a hashtag. Guess what the hashtag was? Hashtag chasing UFOs. So yeah, but it doesn't stop there. The National Geographic Channel got on the action, and they were like, let's promote our Chasing UFOs TV series on the Interstellar Shindig. So they included video messages from celebrities, probably saying things like, hey, aliens, come to Hollywood. We've got a star for you. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Now, here's the kicker. To make sure the aliens know it's us and not just some cosmic interference, they attached a repeating sequence header to each message. It's like putting a big neon sign that says, this is from Earth, not Mars. And just to make sure they heard it loud and clear, they cranked up the transmission power to about 20 times that of your old radio. And so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the story of the WOW signal. What do you think? You're more into the idea that it is an SOS from some alien group.
Either an alien group or us in the future.
Okay.
But yeah, if they can't find it after so many years, I'm maintaining it's an SOS. We initially heard several SOSs, and then someone got saved or the battery ran out.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think we'll ever hear from it again? I doubt it, because it's been like 50 years, maybe 60 years. What do you think?
if we hear something similar, we're going to hear something similar, but it's not going to be the same one.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the end of that. That's pretty much the end of the wow signal. That was very wowful. So what do you think about this whole situation?
I think it was a great attempt. They did hear something out in the cosmos, and they wanted to make sure they heard what they did, and they did on occasion. And then once they tried to figure it out to see what the message was, it stopped completely.
Right.
So, I mean, you can't blame the human race for wanting to make sure their hypothesis was correct in the first place.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's the end of the wow signal. I've been Nathaniel Avila.
And I'm Hanyou.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening to a Vision podcast, home of wacky talkies, The Kingdom, Evil Exists, and many more.